time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat so I can't let you go? Want you.
Hey everybody, it's Toku here, and welcome back to the YellowCard Vanguard channel. Today we'll be doing another YellowCard combo video. Bear with me as I haven't done these in the hottest of minutes, and I might be rusty. But today, I'm featuring MLB and Jewel Knights. Normally, you see Jewel Knights being paired with SGD since you can ride into Ashlei, next turn, re-ride into SGD, and have a restanding Vanguard with a crit. But when I saw Ashlei's Soul Blast 2 cost on a rearguard circle, I thought that Ashlei would be the best rearguard alongside MLB to make use of MLB's Soul Generation to provide multiple attack. Today I'll be featuring 3 combos. The first one is the bread and butter MLB combo, which features Blaster Dark. The second one features MLB on your Vanguard circle and Ashlei on your rearguard circle, and another MLB on your rearguard circle. This way you have your entire front row getting crits and making everything incredibly annoying to guard. Lastly, I'll show you the utmost peak of this deck, the ceiling of ceilings as you will, as if you have the Nuts hand, you can get a 7 attack chain on a circle with multiple force markers. Now for a message from our sponsor, Strictly Broken TCG. If you're looking to upgrade your MLB starter deck, look no further than SBTCG Clan Selection Vol2 singles, where you can find your Jewel Knight Ashlei, Jewel Knight Rail, and Jewel Knight Morbidus cards required to optimize this deck here. You can use discount code SBTCG ITS TOKU TV for 8% off singles from Clan Selection Volumes 1 and 2 for your V format decks. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first combo involves 2 cards. The first one is that you should have rode into a Morbidus because this is the best grade 1 to ride into. Second is Blaster Dark. So to start off this combo, we are going to ride Blaster Dark, use Morbidus skill to draw a card. Then we're going to use Blaster Dark skill to discard MLB to gain a drive check. Next we're going to swing into their Vanguard and get 2 critical triggers. Oh my god! This combo usually occurs on your second turn at grade 3. On your first turn at grade 3, you're going to be riding into MLB, get a force marker, using its skill to generate 2 other force markers by sucking in Blaster Dark, Blaster Blade, whichever combination of those you need to ensure that you get both of them into Soul for the 5k drive and a crit. And we're going to slam these 2 force markers over here. On the opponent's swing back, we can guard some, we can take some, but hopefully, ideally, we get 2 counter blasts because that lets us pop off completely. On our turn, hopefully, we've got at minimum these 3 cards here. A copy of Ashlei, a copy of Majestic Lord Blaster to re-ride, and a Star Call Trumpeter to salvage a blaster name. So, to start off the turn, we're going to re-ride into MLB. I'm actually going to generate another force marker on this side column here, because that's the column where we'll have the most attacks. I'll call Ashlei to here, and I'll call Star Call Trumpeter using a still counterblast 1, and I'm going to Soul Blast the former Majestic Lord Blaster we had in Soul and add it back to hand and call it as a rear. So our first attack is going to be 23 at their Vanguard, with a crit because of MLB's skill to gain a crit while we have Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade in Soul. Next, we're going to swing with MLB using its skill, suck 2 rearguards in and generate 2 more force markers. Now, this MLB will be 28 base with 3 drive checks. Also a base crit. So if your first few turns have been good on the aggression and you're able to get them to 4 damage already, every attack this turn will be lethal. Let's do our drive checks. We've got a crit, that is ideal. All we need is 1 crit in our top 3 cards to ensure that everything goes off without a hitch. So we're going to use the crit, give it to Ashlei, and the other 2 cards do not matter. Now we'll swing with Ashlei, has a crit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 63, 73 with the crit, 73 with a crit. Using Ashlei's skill after attack, we're going to Soul Blast 2 cards here, obviously keeping the Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade in Soul, and we are going to search our deck for a copy of the grade 2 Rail. Since we played Rail, over Ashlei. We're going to use Ashlei's skill to counterblast 1 and give her a crit as well. On Rail's attack, we're going to use her skill to bottom deck 2 normal units, soul charge 1, and gain 5k, making her attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60, 65k, and a crit. For this last combo, we don't even need 1 counterblast as long as we have 3 Aichis in hand, something to give trigger power to, a nice pool of soul, and a drop zone filled with normal units to send back using the Jewel Knight skill. We can pop off. Assuming the first turn at grade 3 went as usual, we'll ride our MLB, we'll generate our force marker, use its skill to get the Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade into soul via any means necessary to generate these 2 force markers and gain the base 5 and crit. We can now proceed to our second turn at grade 3. We're going to ride into Ashlei this time and generate a force marker on this circle. I'm going to call Ashlei, call Sisylis. Sure, we can use a skill. Cool, we got an MLB. We can just add ditch shuffle. Now we can begin our onslaught of attacks. Start with our first swing. This is an Ashlei for 43k. After her attack, I'm going to Soul Blast 2. I'm going to search my deck for the rail and call over Ashlei. I'm going to swing with rail, and I'm going to send a normal unit back to my deck to the bottom, soul charge 1 again. Next, I'm going to swing with Ashlei. This one's only 13. But after her battle, I can use her skill now to Soul Blast 2. Search my deck for another copy of Rail. Call that one over this Rail. The Rail on the bottom will activate its effect to give this 10k for the turn, alongside the 3 force markers we have here. This Rail will now be 50k. So we'll swing one more time. Using her skill, tuck the Rail, and Soul Charge 1. Finally, we'll swing with Vanguard Ashlei. This is 23 base. We'll do our drive checks. Any trigger powers we get, we can slam on our booster in the back. Could be anything, just as long as we have something to give booster. Could be anything, just as long as it's something to give power to. Now, after her attack, we're going to use her skill to Soul Blast 2. We're going to search for hopefully 2 Rails in deck, if not a Morvidus. Call that over here. Call that over here. Same deal goes as last time. In this rail, we'll gain an extra 10k power due to the effect of the previous rail. We'll swing here. We'll do the thing to become a 15k attacker. Then we'll attack here with the boost from Sisylis, with now the 10k extra boost to attack, and hopefully go for game. This combo works best when they're at 5 damage, that way this weaker column cannot be negated by any defensive triggers, and everything here would be lethal. Okay, that was it for today's segment of YellowCard combos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what kind of combos you'd like to see in the future. I'm very glad to be making Vanguard content again, and I hope you're happy to see me back. This has been Toku from YellowCard Vanguard. Toku out.